hell was that? Those scratches should just buff right out of there, no problem. Oh, watch out for the rut. Oh, shit. Let's hope we do not get it stuck today. We don't brush. It's fucking cold in here. Oh, hi. Welcome back to Cold Air Intake. My name is Willie Williamson, and today we have the 2021 Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk. You may not know this, but 2021 is the 80th anniversary of Jeep. That's right, they started in 1941, right around the Second World War. I've owned a number of Jeeps over the years. I had a Jeep CJ7, I had a Comanche, I had a Jeep Cherokee Sport, I had a Jeep Grand Cherokee, I had a Jeep YJ Sahara. Oh, and I have a Willys Jeep, a 1947 Willys Jeep panel truck. This bad boy is colored in velvet red pearl. Yeah, seriously, I didn't make it up. So today is the first kind of day of wintry weather out here in friendly Manitoba. I live, we're on my property here. I live about 45 minutes northeast of the city of Winnipeg. We have a 10-acre property here. It's quite narrow and it's half a mile long. I have quite a number of trails here. I've got all kinds of toys and stuff. So a lot of the reviews that we're going to be doing are going to take place right here in this yard. I have a big shop in the back called Willie's Garage, and it's a total mess right now. Today, we're going to take this Jeep right here, the Jeep Cherokee. This is the Trailhawk version. It's pretty nice. I'll tell you all about it when I get in it. Now, normally you'd think that I'm going to get in this bad boy and I'm going to drive out there onto the road and maybe out onto the highway. But I'm not going to do any of that. What I'm going to do today is I'm going to drive this bad boy right into my backyard. Come with me, we'll go for a ride. All right, let's get this Jeep on the road, or on the off-road as it were. Of course, we got the push button start here. Boom. We're going to get the all the heated gear set up. We got heated seats and a heated steering wheel. Okay, we're going to clear the windshield. Watch this. This is the most satisfying part of winter driving. Woo-hoo-hoo! We don't scrape, we don't brush. Okay, so it's only -6 out. That's not as cold as it can be here in friendly Manitoba, but we're gonna let this Jeep warm up a little bit. I can already feel the heated steering wheel and the heated seats doing their work. So let's just talk about it briefly for a bit before we hit the trail. This is the 2021 Jeep Cherokee Trailhawk. This one is with the 2-liter turbo engine in it. Makes 268 horsepower, I believe. You know what, it's pretty good on fuel too. I've been driving it around for a week and I've been keeping it under 10 liters per 100 kilometers. I'm very impressed overall with this vehicle. It's got all the bells and whistles that you'd want out of a small SUV, including this really nice 8.4-inch touchscreen right here, and you know, all the controls and everything can all be done via this. It's got all the creature comforts that you'd want: the heated seats, the vented seats, heated steering wheel, power seats on both the driver and passenger. It's got the rear lift gate that opens up. You know, it's almost like bordering on a luxury vehicle. But the advantage with a Jeep that you get over a lot of these other SUVs is that a Jeep has something called 4-wheel drive low, which allows you to actually click the vehicle into 4-wheel drive low, where you're getting power to all 4 wheels, and that can make a big difference in snow and in mud and in just general bad situations. A lot of these all-wheel drive SUVs, you're getting stuck in that thing. Whereas with this, you click it into 4-wheel drive low, you got the trail rated, and you're gonna be good to go. So let's hope we do not get it stuck today. Now, with these Jeeps, the sport version is gonna set you back about 30K. Trailhawk, like the one that we're testing today here, starts at about 36K. Our prices tested for ours is nearing 50,000. I like the Trailhawk model. This one offers the types of things that I would want as an SUV owner. It has the panoramic roof, which is really nice now. I mean, as far as I'm concerned, if you're building an SUV now without a panoramic sunroof, just take it straight from the assembly line straight to the scrapyard. No one wants it. It's all about the panoramic roof now. The back passengers deserve to have that airy feeling, just like the rest of us. Of course, I'm kidding, sort of. And you know, this one has all the skid plates under it. The Trailhawk gets you some skid plates, so you're not leaving half your transmission on the trail someday. We're gonna take this bad boy for a little run down the trail here. There is a very big rut in the middle of it where my beautiful wife, and I mean beautiful, she got stuck earlier this summer in the Kawasaki Teryx. She buried that thing right to the axles. I had to get like 10 tow straps and tie them all together and go like 200 feet away from her with the truck, the big Chevy, and pull that Teryx out of there. It has a number of setting options. We don't need to be in four-wheel drive low. We're gonna say that until we're in a pickle. But I could go to snow. Ooh, snow, right down here. I have auto, snow, sport, sand and mud, or rock. I'm gonna go for a little drive. Right in my own yard, right to the back. Like I said, you might have thought I was gonna go and drive up into onto the road here. I'm not gonna do that. So do you want me to go right to the back like I'm gonna, and you're gonna follow me?
Okay.
Okay, I'll see you in a while.
That's fine.
So this is my 10-acre backyard. We've lived here for about 20 years. When I first moved here, this is basically just a field, and I started making this trail, and it's been a lot of fun. This is, oh, right here. This is where she really got stuck earlier in the summer. Oh, you feel that? Uh-oh. We got a warning light. Uh-oh. It's a good thing we have those additional skid plates. And now we're just gonna putt into the bush a little deeper here. Okay. Oh, the scratches should just buff right out of there, no problem. So really, when you buy one of these small SUVs, any of the other small SUVs, you could pretty much forget about doing any kind of driving like this. So as you can see, we're right in the middle of nowhere here in the backyard. I'm not gonna go much deeper, just simply because, you know, the bush gets a little thicker there, and I don't want to scratch up their nice Jeep. Although they do encourage to us when we're test driving these vehicles, if it's an off-road type vehicle like this, they don't mind if you take it for a little off-road jaunt. So if you bought any other pretty well any other small SUV, with the exception of maybe a Toyota 4Runner and you know, anything else by Jeep, you're getting stuck on this trail. You're not going anywhere near where I just went. That's the beauty of a Jeep, is you can do things with one of these that, like, everyone just thinks, oh, this is some kind of soccer mom vehicle, or, you know, it's trail rated for the mall parking lot. That's just simply not true. And they can get through some stuff. Let's see what, now we're right in the middle of it here. Ooh, what was that? Woohoo! Oh, this is fun. This is the kind of, I can't believe this is my job. This is my job. I do this for a living. Both hands on the wheel. Oh, watch out for the rut. Oh, this is fun. I could drive all day on a trail like this, and you really feel the shocks eat it up. You know, I don't feel like my teeth were gonna fall out. It's just kind of nice and moves, undulates through the trail. I wonder if I'm the first person to ever use the word undulate in an automobile review. I hope you enjoyed the little tour down my trail. And like I said, you buy yourself one of these Jeep Cherokee, especially with the Trailhawk trim, and you can actually go off-road. Like, it's snowing pretty hard, and a lot of people are like, ooh, I hope I don't have my snow tires on. I hope I can make it to work and back. I just drove down the middle of a snow-covered trail in the backyard in the dead of winter now. Winter's here, and I had no problem. Like it wasn't even close to getting stuck. Not even close. This one has a little bit of extras on it. It's got the Sun and Sound group, which gives you the Alpine premium sound audio, and it also adds a few additional safety features. And you got the command view dual panoramic, dual pane panoramic powered sunroof. Holy. blind spot monitor, you got the rear cross path detection. So that's like if you're backing out of a parking spot onto a street, say, or something, out of the driveway onto a street, and there's vehicles coming either way, it'll actually notify you when a vehicle's coming so you don't pull in someone's path and get T-boned. Because nobody likes to get T-boned. A side distance warning and a parallel and perpendicular park assist, forward collision warning and active braking, advanced brake assist. It's got rain sensing windshield wipers, lane departure warning with a lane keep assist. That's going to give you a little nudge to get you back in the lane when you're creeping out of it a little bit. Adaptive cruise control with the stop and go, so you can actually be in traffic and it'll read the vehicle in front of you and the speed of it and keep that proximity close all the way through. Really a lot of great features. All right, we had a lot of fun today with the 2020 Jeep Trailhawk Elite 4x4. Earlier I was calling it a 2021. Apparently we're just trying to get 2020 behind us as far as we possibly can. I didn't want anyone to think I'm any kind of a Jeep poser, so that's why we're here beside my 1947 Willys Jeep panel truck that I've owned since about 1999. I haven't really driven it in those 20 years. I've more just looked at it and watched it rust, but clearly just owning this exhibits what a Jeep expert I am. Now, I gotta tell you, with one of these, is it a soccer mom SUV? Kind of. Okay, it's a little bit smaller inside, it's a little bit tight, but you know what? That trail rated right here on the this badge here, trail rated 4x4, that means something in a Jeep like this, because unlike your normal soccer mom, not that there's anything wrong with soccer moms, but unlike your normal soccer mom 4x or all-wheel drive vehicle, this is truly a four-wheel drive vehicle. You can get onto the trail, which we did here in our yard. We drove all the way back in the trail in the back. At no point in any of this did I feel like I was going to get stuck. And I mean, this is running Firestone Destination all-terrain tires, so it's not even running full-on winter tires. I mean, there's some good lug on these tires, that's for sure. But again, you put it into one of the settings. In this case, I had it in the snow setting, and it just crawled through the backyard like nothing, like really, like as though I was in the mall parking lot. So when you get something like this, you can still have that comfort and the enjoyment of cruising around town in comfort, but you also do have some utilitarian value here. And I think that's really where these Jeeps with the trail rated badge does elevate them up a little bit. This one right here was about $41,000, but by the time we added all the options, the panoramic sunroof, the technology package, the little bit fancier paint, I believe, adds a little bit to it. This one will set you back about $49,000. By the time you add the destination charges in, the MSRP on this was actually about $51,000. I'll tell you what, we really had fun with this Jeep today, and I still got it for a couple more days, and I got to make a couple more trips to the city just to run a few errands, and I'm really looking forward to driving it. So I'm Willie, this is Cold Air Intake. This is our first official winter video. There's going to be a few. We'll see you out there on the road, on the trail. Thanks a lot, guys. I wonder if I'm the first person to ever use the word undulate in an automobile review.